Hello, it is that time again. It's Sophisticated Saturday, and today we're starting off with a quick grocery haul and putting away everything that I got from a grocery pickup order. I just drove to Target. They tossed it in my car, which is so nice, after we were doing some things with the kids in the morning and got them down for some naps. And now I'm going to put it all away. My mom is actually coming in town because Jim's going to be out of town next weekend, so I'm going to kind of get a few things for her. She added a few things to the grocery list, but I grabbed a few things for the meals for next week, as well as replacing some pantry items that we needed replacing, like these cashews. Jim loves just to snack on cashews, and he's got an Owen on it too, so I got a container of those. And then we are going to hop into my office. I'm doing a little bit of crafting today. I absolutely love crafting and use my Cricut a lot for a lot of crafting projects. And I did share on Instagram, I was doing some things for Owen's teachers because he left full-time daycare and is now at morning preschool 4 days a week. And I am pulling back on work, starting to try and stay home with all the kids. So Owen's the first one to go from daycare, but I am using these like little dry erase whiteboards and customizing them for the nurses. And the corner says best nurse ever, and then bringing calm to the chaos on the side. And I'm going to add in some of my like little sophisticated planner pads and a color coordinating whiteboard marker for all of the nurses that help me with labor and delivery, which is coming up very, very soon. So I am trying to get all of my ducks in a row. You'll see a little bit later, we're going to check in on packing and all of that stuff, but I try to do like individualized nurses gifts for the nurses that help me, and then I'll also make like nurses baskets that they can put at the nurses stations just for the nurses that actually help me, but then the other nurses that are in other rooms and stuff, because they all, at least at the hospital I'm at, I mean nurses in general are just like heroes. They are wonderful and incredible for the most part, but at the hospital I'm at, I have been there so many times with labor and delivery and kidney stones and other things going on, but they are all just so wonderful and sweet. So I want to thank them for all of their hard work. Okay, so I think I did about 5 of them. I felt like that would probably be enough for individualized nurses, but I do have a few more of these like little packs that aren't nursing specific, but they're just together with a ribbon and stuff that if Jim needed to grab a few more from the house, he could bring those as well if I have more than 5 nursing rotations and postpartum nurses as well. But I kind of feel like that's probably going to be it. So I went upstairs. We are doing folding of some towels, laying out of all the light laundry, just really quickly.
So I have just started packing my hospital bag and also need to pack a bag for the boys because the plan is that they will stay with Jim's parents while we are in the hospital. When I had Henry, who's our second, we just had Owen stay with Jim's parents and bring Owen back when we got home. I still kind of like that plan. I don't love having the kids come to the hospital. Jim kind of wants them to, but I like having the hospital stay just for us, and like I can just be in my pajamas, focused on newborn baby, and not having to feel like people are coming to visit me and I have to like get myself together. And I don't know, I don't love that. So I know it's just my in-laws and my kids, but they're also an hour away. So it's like, would they come to the hospital just to meet the baby and then go drive another, it's like that's 2 hours in the car for them? Or would they come like right before we leave the hospital anyway, and then at that point it's like they might as well just meet us at home? So I don't know, we're gonna have to figure all that out, and then who knows when I'll go into labor, if it's in the middle of the night, or what the deal is gonna be. I have to be induced again, which I was with both of the boys. I just need to have stuff packed for them and packed for myself. So what I actually did for my hospital bag was I rewatched my YouTube video that I made for Henry and made like a checklist. And I think I have most things except for I need a going home outfit, a nursing bra I wrote down to go home with, potentially like socks or extra shoes to go home with, but I think whatever I wear to the hospital I can probably wear back, so I don't know if I need that. And then I want to have like some hair straightener or something. My hair is so frizzy and stuff that I need a straightener. I'm not trying to enter any beauty pageants leaving the hospital, but we do take photos and stuff, so I would like to put myself together a little bit. So going home outfit, nursing bra, and I think a straightener, and that's probably it. And I probably can't pack the straightener until the very end. So I'm mostly packed for baby. Let's see, I wanted to make a name sign. Still don't know her name, so we gotta figure that out first. And then I'll make the name sign and pack it. And then I wanted to pack maybe one extra outfit for her, whether it's like for photos or going home. I do have one in there, but I think a second one would be nice just in case. And then I kind of want to grab my nursing pillow and put it in a pile so I can bring it and leave it in the car just in case. So for the boys, I am going to use my packing list that I use if we're going on a trip and just kind of start from there. I have a baby side and a toddler side. Honestly, both of them are kind of at this toddler side. I am going to pack these cute little sweatshirts that I got. They say Big Bro on them, and there is a matching onesie for a little girl that says Little Sis on it. It's like a sweatshirt onesie. It's so cute. So I'm thinking maybe like whenever they meet, whether that's at the hospital or they're coming to the house, I want them to all be in these cute little outfits. That's kind of my plan. So just in case they come to the hospital and need it, or like the second they meet her, we'll have them wear that. Problem is, I'm due at the beginning of September, so I don't know if like it's gonna be cold or extremely hot, so I think I need to pack them both types of outfits. I have, I think 3 pairs of pajamas, like assuming that there'd be maybe 3 nights if I go into labor, plus an extra night, and then one, I don't know. I'm thinking 3 nights. Plus, my mother-in-law can always do laundry, like if she has to, but I think planning on 3 nights probably seems appropriate. So I need to pack all their clothing, but again, I just don't know at the beginning of September what the weather is going to be like. I have a sound machine. She has diapers and wipes at her house. I need a sleep sack for Henry. And I think I'm just going to go through this list. And then I'm going to write out a list. I do this for my personal hospital bags, like the straightener, or if I were to bring like my iPad with me, which I did with Owen, but I'm not going to this time. If there's any last minute items, I just put it on a separate list and stick it on top of my bag. So I know like if we're grabbing and going, there's the last few things that I need to throw in there. So I'm going to write out the last few things that I can't pack for the boys until they're ready. I did grab already for them toothbrush and floss for each of them, so that's already in here. I might want to pack some like kids friendly shampoo and stuff. My in-laws have like a lot of the stuff the kids need to eat, bibs and kid friendly utensils and things like that. So I'm going to go through this, finish packing up their bag, and it will feel so much better to have these things a little bit more ready.
Next up, this morning I threw in all of the sheets and got those washed, and I switched them over the second we got home. So now they are dry and I can remake the bed and get that clean. Oh my gosh, I love having fresh sheets on the weekends, starting the week off with a clean bed. So this felt really, really nice to get some clean sheets. And I also washed my maternity pillow. What is it called? Pregnancy pillow. Oh my gosh, I couldn't think of the name because I sleep with that every single night. I don't know what I would do without it. And I actually don't really use my pillow when I'm this far along in pregnancy. I just use the top of the pregnancy pillow to rest my head on. So it needs to be washed often because it's basically like a pillowcase at this point and my whole body is intertwined with it. So once I finished making the bed, then it was time to get the cover back on the pregnancy pillow, which I'm becoming a pro at. And the first time I was pregnant, I used to have trouble washing it and getting it back on, but now it seems like a breeze. I don't even know why I had issues before. The other thing that I wanted to do was to keep up with my bump journal that I have, my pregnancy journal. I've shared this a few times, but I'm always trying to stay on top of it. I also have one for Owen and for Henry, and I will for this baby as they get older, where I journal and keep track for them as well of all of their milestones as they get older. It goes through when they're 18 years old. So it's just a lot. And the more kids I keep having, the more work it is on my part to keep up with all of these. So I had to take a quick break, jot down a few things before I forget, and then we are going to multitask. We are going to make breakfast for lunch. I don't know. We're doing a little bit of a brunch situation, and I'm also going to be packing the lunch boxes for the boys for school. So I got ciabatta bread at Costco, and I'm making my famous, I'm saying famous because I make them all the time. It's one of Jim's favorite meals, and I've made them for some of my girlfriends before, when we've gone on girls' trips and stuff, but they are just breakfast sandwiches. Ciabatta is the key, as well as Gouda cheese, bacon. I love avocado on it, and eggs. And then I make a garlic aioli that goes with it. That's just mayo, some olive oil, lemon juice, and fresh garlic. I'm telling you, it's not that difficult to make. I just pop those ciabatta rolls in the oven for a little bit, crisp them up, then add the cheese so that can melt, scramble some eggs, add my bacon, and you will see putting it all together, but it's so delicious. Okay, well, the ciabatta was cooking and I got the eggs cooking. I am cutting some fruit up for eating right now, as well as sticking some in the lunch boxes. Again, this is I have the fruit out, I'm cutting, I have the cutting board, might as well double duty this. I am loving this little cherry pitter with kids. I don't know how else you would do this with adults. I don't think this tool is overly necessary. You can obviously just do it in your mouth, but with kids, it is so handy to have this little cherry pitter. So I'm putting a few in their lunchbox, and then a few on the plate, a few in the lunchbox, a few on the plate, and then we are going to put these sandwiches together, and the boys are pretty much up, so time to eat. I hope you enjoyed today's quick, sophisticated Saturday. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe so you don't miss more content. But until next time, I will see you all later.